Hey everybody, so in today's video we're starting a new unit. We're going to be talking about rational expressions, and today's learning target is how to simplify rational expressions. So let's first start off with what is a rational expression, okay? So it's basically just the ratio of two polynomials. I apologize for any background noise. My neighbors are outside kind of arguing. Okay, so a ratio of two polynomials, okay? So for an example, I have x squared plus 5 over x plus 2. That would be a rational expression. Okay, so there are some limitations on this. The denominator can't equal 0, okay? So x can equal 0, but the denominator can't be 0. So in this case, x cannot be -2 because if I plug in -2 for x, my denominator, I would get -2 plus 2, that would give me 0. And you can't divide by 0, that would be undefined, okay? So there are certain cases that we're going to have to check to make sure that our denominator does not equal 0. Sorry, they're getting loud out there. I'm going to move to a different room. 1 second. Okay, new location. Well, for me. Okay, so what was I saying? The denominator can't be 0, it'll be undefined because you can't divide by 0. Okay, cool beans. For graphing, we are going to talk about graphing, but we're going to start off with simplifying. But FYI, the parent function for a rational function is just 1 over x, okay? And it's that funny graph that looks like this. We kind of talked about it. I know in my C band, we talked about it a little bit more than my H band, just because of time and stuff. So we will spend more details on graphing rational expressions, or equations, I should say. But today we're focusing on simplifying. Okay, so we can start off with the very basic. We've actually done simplifying rational expressions before. We've done monomial over monomial. So for example, 27 n to the 5th over 30 n to the squared, okay, or squared, I should say. So I'm going to just take out common terms. In 27 and 30, there's both a 3, so it's going to be 9 over 10. I'm just dividing everything by 3. And then for my variables, I'm just using the properties of exponents, so I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to have n cubed. Okay, so we've seen those before. Something we haven't seen before, well, you might have seen it before, is binomial over monomial. Okay, so an example would be 12n squared plus 8n over 20n cubed. So now, I'm going to do this in a way that you're probably going to think is obnoxious, and you're going to think it's the long way, but it's going to prevent you from making mistakes. So in the past, some teachers have potentially, I'm not quite sure, but usually they tell you, oh, it has to go in all 3, take it out of on all 3. And that's very true, but there's lots of mistakes that can happen that way. So what I like to do is I like to take out the GCF first, and then reduce that monomial with my monomial in the denominator. Because for example, if this was, if this 8 was like a 3, well, 12 and 20 go together, the 3 and the 20 don't, so I couldn't do anything. But students go, oh, I can cancel that out. No. It has to be all 3 or none. To prevent that kind of thinking, that mistake, take out the GCF first in the binomial, okay? So in this case, it would be 4n, and then what's left over? 3n plus 2, okay? And then you can divide that with your monomial and your monomial down here. So the 4 would go away, that would be a 5. This n would go away, and then that would be an n squared. So it would be 3n plus 2 over 5n. And that would be your answer. Okay, so that's how I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to do the GCF first, and then the denominator, and then cancel the denominator. Yes, you could have done, oh, there's a 4 in here, there's a 4 in here, there's a 4 in here, 100%. Okay, there's an n here, n. Bam, take out the 4n. okay? And you've gotten the same thing. However, if this was like a 3, like I said, you could not have taken out that 4, and I see students take out that 4. So taking out the GCF first just prevents mistakes, okay? Okay, let's do another one. Well, actually, let's do another type. So we did monomial over monomial, and then we did binomial over monomial. So okay, so we're gonna do a trinomial over a binomial, okay? We have k squared minus 3k minus 10 over k plus 2, okay? So we can't just cancel terms out, right? We have these addition signs and subtraction signs that make it a little bit harder. When we do the monomial, we're able just like to cancel things. We're able to like cancel things like this because we're multiplying. But the second we put a plus sign in there, the rules change, okay? Has to be everything or nothing. Well, that's why I want you to do the GCF here, and that's why we're gonna do something special here as well, okay? So here, come on, stupid thing. There we go. Okay. So here, automatically, there's nothing I can cancel, right? K's don't happen everywhere. The coefficients don't have anything in common, right? If you were trying to think of that mindset of just, if it has it all in, cancel. There's no GCF in the numerator, but I can factor my trinomial down, okay? So factors of -10 that add up to -3. Do my little chart. -5, oh, lies. -5 and 2. -5 plus 2. Okay, so then from there, because a is 1, I can do k minus 5 and k plus 2 over k plus 2. So now, since we factored it down, we have some of the same expressions, and we can cancel those expressions because they're the same. So it would be k minus 5 as my final answer. And you can put the parentheses or not, doesn't matter. Okay, so those are the 3 types that we're going to be working on today. The monomial, sorry, I can't talk. The monomial over monomial, binomial over monomial, tri over bi, and then I'll mix up with like some bi over tri or mon over bi, okay? There should be a few questions today. Okay, bye guys.